YouTube, welcome back. Today we're going over 3 simple tips that you can do to be a better teammate. Now I want you to share this with your teammates as well so that you are all on the same page. At the end of the day, so much of Warzone is about being a good teammate. It's going to allow you to get more kills, get more wins, and ultimately allow everybody to have more fun and have more success. Now, while I'm going over the tips, I'm going to be playing highlights from a recent offline game that I had. We dropped 49 kills in a trios game. I had 20 kills and almost 10,000 damage. So I'm just going to be rolling those highlights in the background. But as I always say, if you find this video helpful, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you are looking to continue getting better at Warzone, make sure you're subscribed with that notification bell turned on so that you don't miss any videos. Let's get into it. So tip number 1, understand, are you going for kills or are you going for wins? And I know what a lot of you are immediately going to say. Well, Joe, I can do both. The truth is, unless you're an elite gamer, no, you can't. There's a large majority of the population that plays Warzone that is not going to be able to get high kill wins consistently. So you have to understand, are you going for kills or are you going for wins? And this really affects your play style. If you're going for a high kill game, you're going to be grabbing bounties. You're going to be using cars to constantly push fights. You're going to be popping UAVs. You're going to be constantly pushing engagements, and you're more likely at some point to get team wiped. You might roll into a sweaty squad. You might get a little bit unlucky with the situation. You're more likely to get team wiped in your game than ends. And you may have a 30 or 40 kill game as a team where you finish in 5th place. On the other hand, if you're going for wins, you're going to be doing recons. You're going to be buying precision airstrike. You're going to be buying self-res. You're going to be really focusing on positioning as opposed to pushing teams. So you may end up with, 5 or 6 kills as a team, but that win. And which one's correct? That's ultimately up to you and your teammates to decide. But ultimately, if you have a squad of 4 people and one person wants to just go for kills and the other 3 want to go for the win and want to play it a little bit slower, then nobody's going to end up having fun and nobody's going to have success. So tip number 1 to being a good teammate is be on the same page when it comes to going for kills or going for wins. Now, tip number 2 is comms. And you know that I love to talk about having good comms, but we're not going to talk about that today. I'm simply going to put that video down in the description below. Today, we're actually going to talk a little bit about what not to do. And there's 2 things that I want to address. First, when you go down in a fight, you should not be constantly telling your teammates to res you. Instead, I want you to communicate where you got down from. I want you to try to get a live ping. I want you to focus on getting to safety and then ultimately just letting your teammates know that you're resable. There's a lot of things that could be going on that you may not know about. They may be getting pushed by people. They may be stunned. There's a lot of things that are going on. So just let them know that you're resable and let them play it out instead of constantly going, res me, res me, res me. Second, if you're full dead, don't be a backseat gamer. It's one of the most frustrating and tough things to deal with. You want to be helpful to your teammates in this situation and be an extra set of eyes and ears for them. Let them know if you saw something. Maybe you saw an enemy in a building. Maybe you heard footsteps above them. Just confirm with your teammate what you see and hear, but you don't want to actually tell them how to play out that situation. Being a backseat gamer is super distracting, and in the end, it's not going to help anybody. Now, tip number 3. Stick together as a squad. And I'm going to start with some breaking news, and then I'm going to address 2 types of people here. So breaking news, 99% of you aren't good enough to solo quad, solo trio, or even solo duo. So you have to stick together. Now, let's address 2 types of people here. First, if you are the person that is always way ahead of your teammates, you're always leading, you're always first in the fight, you have to slow down a little bit and wait for your teammates to get with you. But on the other hand, if you are the person that is always in the back of the pack, you're always way behind that person that is leading, you have to speed up. Look, there are a lot of situations where that person in front has a great opportunity to kick off the fight and pick off one. But you're so far behind that you're not even close to being in the fight yet. So that person can't shoot. You have to find a way to speed up. Overall, just really play together as a team. I'm going to leave my spacing video here for you. As I always say, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. The likes help a lot. And as I always say, let's get better today, and I'll see you tomorrow.